Hello everyone. Back to the pit of Angband. We're currently on 850 feet. Making steady, although slow, progress towards the bottom, towards 1000 feet deep, when lurks the everlasting shadow of Morgoth. We just descended to 850. This first time that we've managed to get to this depth, so we did get a 850 XP bonus, so we currently end at 2200. I will save this experience for the hopeful forge. Let's do a quick recap of Barim, the Dwarf of Belegost, the tanky tank. I would love to be able to invest in evasion a little bit, plus 14, although decent with this kind of a protection of 8 to 30, it's still a little low for this level. Plus 19 melee with our big attack. It's kind of nice. But we do want to invest one more point into melee to be able to get one more point of strength. That's what we're gonna do first, and then I think I will switch to evasion here and pump it a little bit more, so we're at least decently protected against critical hits. Yeah, and skill-wise, I think we're good. Oops, I'm using the wrong keys there. Yeah, we'll finish our skills in the melee tree with the strength. Evasion, I might go for the control retreat. I was deliberate in that previously. We'll see. Nice to have. That would have been good, for example, against the wraith that we fought last episode, because we could, like, you know, swing, retreat, swing, retreat, swing, retreat, swing, retreat, and basically have a bunch of free attacks on it. That'll be those kinds of fights, 1v1, much safer. So that's an option. Unfortunately, we haven't invested almost anything apart from keen senses into perception, so it is very low. So we might consider boosting it a little bit before the last room. I think we are good on will. I was kind of disappointed because we've got will, factual will of 17 right now, and we still didn't manage to use our wand of slumber, you know, efficiently. Although we did try it on a very high quality of a monster. Smithing, yeah, I might boost it 1 or 2 points still, depending on what we want to craft. And song, I'm not sure, man. I haven't played this game as much as I would like to be able to, you know, have a look at each and every song yet. I was basically using the default, the staunching song, which is very useful, don't get me wrong, but I'm sure there's more into the song tree. But I guess that's something to discover for the next playthrough. Yeah, and equipment-wise, yeah, same pains as before. We need new greaves, we need new gloves, we need new helm. So, plenty to craft. Our consumables are looking good. Although we did manage to lose 2 clear potions of Mirror to freaking specters last couple of sessions, and that was unfortunate. But yeah. And One thing that I need to remember is this Orcrist sword. Let me have a quick look at it. Yeah, although orcs and trolls later in the game are not that, dangerous. So I'm not even sure how useful this blade is now. +2 perception bonus is kind of meh. Although I was already complaining that our perception is low, so maybe if we struggle to see something on the lower floors, we might be able to swap into it. Just to help us, with that, but I'm not sure how +2 how useful only boosting my perception by 2 is really. It's kind of negligible, probably. It might be a good silver cutter though. Maybe better than a battle axe. The battle axe would be probably a good a weapon to knock the crown from the Morgoth's head, but then Orcrist would might do a better job with actually cutting a Silmaril out of the crown. So we might keep it for that purpose. It got +2 attack bonus. Is the music a little bit loud? I'm not sure. I made it a little bit louder, but let's turn it down a little bit. Maybe that's better. Okay, so let's just continue. I think I remember we spawned on the very edge of the map in the east, so let's see what's lurking to the north first. And it is a Spider of Gorgoroth, a Urlarko, and a Cat Assassin. All popcorn now, although we do have to keep this free action ring on us for the spider. I still want to be semi-cautious here, because, these cat assassins, if there is a large number of them, they can still damage me. I'll nicely corner them. Oh no, this freaking Kamen Rauko destroyed the potion. And it was a potion of dexterity as well. Man. That was unfortunate, losing that. I kinda regret looking at the log now. Oh well, what can you do? Let's finish the spider. We can still fuel our lantern a little bit. What's the brightness on it? Yeah, it's good, but can be better. So let's fuel it back up to 7,000. Yeah, hopefully we will get the Ferronian lamp. But what is this? This is a boss of the Balrogs, another one. I think we thought Deltower, I think was his name, or we thought higher up in the dungeon. But this one appears now, and it is Turkano, Balrog of the hosts. Let's see his description. All of the Balrogs are held among the mighty of Angband and obeyed swiftly. But Turkano is a true battle commander, leading a host of Raukar to bring glory after glory to his fell master. Alright, so this is one of the chiefs of the Balrogs. Probably not the most powerful one, but for sure formidable. He usually appears with many escorts, so we've seen a couple of Uraukos and a Kamen Rauko, so that probably was the vanguard of his host. he can burn us, so it might be a good idea to put on this ring of warmth that we carry. Oh, sorry, no, my bad. No. It might be a good idea to switch back to this gauntlets of Ladros that we carry, sorry. These will protect us against cold. Chugging of elemental resistance potion might be a good idea here as well. He can disarm us. We managed to do nicely against the other Badlog that was disarming us because of our high constitution and but I remember we ended up chugging a potion of constitution in that fight, so it might be also a good idea. How many of them potions do we have? 3. So, you know, this is very precious resource. I rather keep, but we might have to do that. A 100 health. Nice defense. Yeah. So we're mostly afraid of the disarm, because if he whips us, our weapon can fly in, I think, in any direction. So we might not be able to pick it up again if it lands underneath him, for example. Thankfully, I've got this other couple of weapons on me: this mithril greatsword and the longsword. We might have to use them, although this greatsword is unfortunate because it will mean that we'll have to unequip our shield, which I definitely don't want to do against him. So what can I do is to chuck a quickness, step back, create some space, try to put on the gloves, quaff another potion, and maybe then try to engage him somewhere here, closer to the staircase, just in case we have to run. That might be a good idea. I might do that without chugging the potion of quickness at first, though, because probably all of his escorts are behind him. So if I can lure him here and leave all of his escorts behind, and I can fight him one-on-one, maybe that will give me a better picture of what to expect. Although I am afraid of being disarmed, and I don't want to leave our battle axe behind. That'll be devastating for our character, because this is a very nice weapon to have. Yeah, we deal 3d10, and soon we'll be dealing 3d11. That's very nice damage there. So yeah, let's move away and let's see if he follows us. That'll be the first thing to do. If he doesn't follow us, we'll have a free turn to swap for the other gloves. He does follow us. Okay, so let's continue. Yeah, he does produce unnatural darkness, but thanks to our keen senses and all, we are able to still see him. So let's get into this corridor. Unfortunately, the Kemen Rauko created a space to the right here of me, just here. So if other Balrogs are following him, he will be able to, you know, surround me. So I think I'll have to go one more step down. I think this is the best I can do with fighting him. Unfortunately, he didn't miss a step there, so I will have to swap to the other gloves while he attacks me. But oh well, I could chaff quickness first. Quaff, I mean. Well, let's risk it. Let's wear the gloves of Ladros and let's see what happens. Yeah, he hits us for 17 with his flames. Although nothing got damage of our equipment, thankfully, or destroyed. And he didn't even roll very high. He only rolled 4. And that was good enough to... We also rolled 4. So he managed to overroll us for 10. Was that a crit? 3d16. Let's see. Yeah, he usually does 2d16, so he did crit us there. Yeah, this is what I mean. Having a higher evasion helps. Because if he gets another d16 on us, that's problematic, you know. And he also high rolled a little bit here. 3d16 rolled 40, which is very nice, actually. A lot more than average. And I think we rolled right about average, so he ended up damaging us for 17. Let's sing as our standard action when you get damaged, staunching. He fortunately missed us. So let's try hitting him a couple of times, seeing what happens. We hit him for 9, and he hit us. No, sorry, we hit him for 1 only. Oh no. And we rolled kind of nice. We rolled 20 actually. Wow. So we max rolled this attack. But he also rolled very high, 17. So he managed to avoid a crit from us. And he managed to almost, we rolled very poorly on damage. So that was a very unfortunate attack. And he crit again? Wow. But he only rolled 5 higher than us, and he still crit. So I think this guy has finesse. Because usually it's 7, right? Plus the weight of your weapon. And wow, this guy is buffed to heaven, man. Yeah. Oh, burn. So probably this burn attack of his doesn't carry any weight behind the weapon, and plus he has to have finesse as well. So this guy is critting a lot with his burn. He might double or even triple crit us easily. If he rolls plus 15 more than we, which is possible with his 24 plus 24, he can triple crit us, and that will mean death probably to us. Because what, 5d16? That's crazy damage, man. So now is the point of evaluating the situation, considering if we even want to fight him or not. You know, he's we already established he is very strong. Plus he can disarm us as well. We can lose our weapon, and then we are freaked. So I might actually run away here. He may carry up to 3 exceptional objects though, but he's got 100 strength, and with this huge protection of his, well, not huge, but you know, high protection I should say, it will be tough to kill him, you know. And you know, I don't think we are strong enough right now. Yeah, I think I'm gonna quit. Yeah, the stair is just there. We will save all of our consumables for later. And we might still encounter him deeper in the dungeon and try to fight on better terms, having higher stats and all. A little bit higher evasion, additional strength. Because what? Here I'll have to quaff a lot of potions, eat in a rage and stuff. And, you know, I might not even be able to, you know, might not even be able to kill him. Plus, Kemen Raukos might start coming from behind and, you know, messing up this whole dungeon and stuff. Maybe he will disarm us, and then Kemen Rauko will shatter our weapon. That's a possible scenario there. I think I'm gonna run. Call me a coward. Maybe not dwarf-like. I just reminded myself that I've got this dwarven mask I could also swap to. Oh, no, sorry. He does frost damage. Sorry, I keep forgetting. I keep associating Balrogs with... No, it is burn. What? Am I stupid? I am stupid, right, guys? What is going on? I got so excited to see him and later confused by something. Maybe this cold word, highlighted cold, that I thought that he uses cold to hit us, but not. So sweeping to Ladros done, Gloves of Ladros done nothing. So I just wasted a turn there. I should have swapped to the mask instead. And I need to pay closer attention to all of this. Because it might get me killed, you know, such buffoonery. Yeah, I'm leaving. I'm leaving now, man. I don't care about this guy. Swap back to Celebrimbor. Well, let's forget this happened. And hopefully let's get a better encounters. There's no room for true sight in our inventory, so I will just quaff it from the ground. Get closer to the door just in case. Yeah, because these frickers are damaging me. Something's shooting at me. Ooh, poison for 16. The greater werewolf got a nice hit. Although I've got antidotes for days. There he goes. Wait here a little bit to get our voice regenerated by the closed doors, so the guys cannot shoot at me through them. Alright, what's the loot over there? Another true sight and ivory stuff. Unidentified yet. That's curious. Let's see what's our known stuffs then. So we identified imprisonment, freedom, light, sanctity, understanding, slumber, majesty, self-knowledge, dismiss, and shadows. And I have no idea what's left to identify, to be honest with you. No freaking clue. Oh, actually I do. It might be of treasures, to see what of the is all of the treasures on the level. It might be of the foes, to show us all of the monsters and stuff. So I think having these two opportunities, these two options, we can use it from the ground and kind of see something shoots us again. Yeah, let's see. Maybe we'll be able to use it straight from the ground. And it is a stuff of foes. Yeah. Nice. So we can see what's gonna... It's a lot of vampires on this floor. Although the vampires have a weak attack, so they won't be able probably to pierce our defenses to drain us. And these are the silent watchers. I think this is the first that we encounter. I think they can alarm all of the monsters around with their screech. They are also share this cannot be critically hit ability with the grotesques. So they having 8d4 protection will be very hard to kill them, although we might be able to. They are worth 200 experience, so we'll be able to get some juicy experience out of them. Unfortunately, I see a greater vampire here, like a regular vampire. We haven't encountered them yet. Unfortunately, they reduce strength, which is problematic. And their attack is a little better than the younger kin of them. Plus 25, 3d5. Still low on damage, so we might still be able to resist the drainage with that. Oops, I moved instead of looking, so let's use the stuff again. I'm not done yet. There's one grotesque. There's an ancient spider on this level that we haven't encountered yet. And again, we keep to encounter foes usually found on the much deeper depths. This one appears on 1,000 feet usually, and it's only 850 now, so kinda unfortunate. But that was the case throughout this Let's Play. I'm not sure why. Maybe it's normal. Or maybe because we are a dwarf. Quick sip of tea here, guys. Sorry. Got to stay hydrated. High poison on this guy. That's scary. What else? There's a big dragon here, I think. Ancient ruby serpent. So this is not a dragon. That's a worm, is it? Serpent. Okay. It does burn, so that might be an issue. Some Urraukos, Kemenraukos, grotesque. I don't care about these guys. I don't see Tulcano on this floor yet, but he might come from the entrance somewhere while we explore, so we also need to be careful about Turcano, because we probably want to follow us. I think that is the case. The west looks much easier than the east, so let's go to the east first, and let's see. Maybe you can find something nice there, a fort or something. Yeah. I'm not sure what to do with these cat warriors, pesky little buggers. Maybe I can get them to move to the west there. Yeah, looks like they move into the west. That's good. Corner them here. At least one. Alright, a short bow of the Falmari. Wow, that might be useful actually, because our bow I think is useless. It's a short bow of Radiance, which I don't think is very good. It just shoots Radiance fire arrows, right? Shining arrows, which we don't do, so let's examine this thing on the ground then. Falmari fires arrows with unerring precision. Oh, that's too bad. I was kind of hopeful that it will sustain one of our stats maybe, or do something else. But we are not firing arrows, so I won't be taking that, unfortunately. Yeah, it's kind of meh. If I was playing optimally, I probably should have taken a screenshot or two about the position of the monsters, but for the sake of the continuity of the stream, I won't do that. As the first of the vampires we saw before, yeah, it struggles to damage us. No room for clarity, so I will just chug it. Or, yeah, we are innately resistant to any blindness or hallucination, so there's no need for keeping that. You are as full as you can be. You see no more green potions of clarity. Oh, wow, something I learned, something new. Turns out potions also give you a little bit of food, also make you fuller. So that's good to know. Just in case I'm starving, you know, I know that I can help myself a little bit with chugging potions. Well, there's bread, but we are full as we can be, so it's not that useful. I hope there's no penalties for being, you know, overstuffed with food. Another piece of food. Seems like this is the story of this level so far. A lot of food. You cannot even eat it because we're full as we can be. Nice hit there, 22. Slay the vampire in one hit. Man, I would kill for a forge right now. Staff understanding. Yeah, why not? You can identify this clear potion we've been carrying. We know it's Mirovar because the clear potion is always Mirovar. But we'll get 100 XP out of this, so why not? And I guess we can also identify this beach staff of majesty to see how many charges it's got. 7 charges. Quite nice. Maybe we find an item we cannot identify, we can backtrack to get this stuff. Yeah, was nothing in the east that I was particularly afraid of. Only a slight concern about those vampires. I don't want my con drained. Wow, this looked a little bit like a forge room there for a sec. Oh, and then that dead end there. Flask of oil. I will explore a little bit before refueling. A pair of greaves of Naugrim. What is Naugrim again? Precious? Is it Constitution? Please let it be +1 Constitution. No, but it sustains all of your stats. Wow, that's very useful actually. Against this vampire that's coming, that could theoretically drain our strength or con. So I will definitely want these greaves on me. Definitely. How heavy they are? 7.5 pounds, and our current ones are 11. Oh no! By swapping to the gloves of Cerebrimbor, we actually lose another point of protection because our armor falls down to under 75 pounds. So that's a problem. So these gauntlets of Ladros actually have 1d3 instead of 1d2. We really need the forge, guys. We really do need it. But how can I carry this this greaves of Naugrim? Wait. Oh no. Looks like we've lost the Staff of Slumber. somehow. Man, I completely oversaw that. Your ruined staff of slumber was destroyed. Just by Urarauco? Oh no, man. Even these popcorn monsters can be dangerous. Can destroy your stuff. So yeah. But so much micromanaging, you know, for every Urarauco to swap into the Dwarven Mask. That's, you know, a painful thing to do all the time, so... Yeah... Well, it's very unfortunate what happened. But at the same time, it actually helped us a little bit because we don't have to decide what to drop to be able to carry these new greaves. So I guess the game made the decision for us. A huge room here. The golden ring of secrets, eh? Improve perception by 2 and grants alchemy. Well, I guess it's very useful at the beginning of the game, but we already identified most of the things we wanted to identify, so I don't think that it's relevant anymore. Let's fuel our lamp again. And let's see. I think I'll move to the middle here, so I don't leave any rooms unchecked. This is a troll corridor. I'm kind of left this area and I would hate if there is a forge there. So I actually backtrack. You know, it's not optimal to do that, but at the same time, I really need every chance I can get to get this forge. Yeah, we move into more dangerous grounds now. There will be this dragon soon. So actually I think I will swap to the Dwarven Mask now, as preemptively to prepare for the fire of this dragon. We've back at 76 pounds of armor, so our protection should be higher now. Where we've lost one because the Dwarven Mask got damaged a lot by creeping horrors. So we actually probably lost one protection, but oh well, what can you do? And I can also wear this Ring of Warmth to swap for the free action, yeah. And if there's any scary entrancing mobs, I can switch back real quick. No, man, you're doing the same mistake again. It's not the Ring of Cold, it's the Ring of Warmth. So the Ring of Warmth gives you protection for cold, and the Ring of Cold gives you protection against warmth. Sometimes it's so confusing for me because somehow naturally I would think that the Ring of Warmth protects you against warmth, right? Not the other way around, but unfortunately this is the other way around in this case, so never mind, scratch that. Maybe I will learn eventually. Might as well go through here. Oops. I went to the forging menu by accident. Well, it shows you that I really want to forge something. No forges inside though yet, unfortunately. Lesser vampire, although I won't swap to the gloves, to the greaves of Naugrim for them because I don't feel very afraid of the lesser vampires, but if I see the big vampire, I might do that. There's a downstairs there. I know that I'm not exploring very efficiently, you know, I'm wasting a lot of steps. But I want to see as much of the dungeon as I can, just in case, again, just in case there's a forge somewhere. I also obviously don't want to miss any items. And our light source, unfortunately, although it's a lantern of brightness, it doesn't... is this? Yeah, it's just a corridor. It doesn't give us 3 squares of light radius, because we do have this shadow cloak equipped. And still, I think it's worth it for the evasion bonus. Alright, we kind of moved rashly to here. And we ended up facing this darting horror. So this is the first darting horror we ever encountered on this character. So let's read this through. No larger than a wolf, but much swifter. It is hard to comprehend what evil thought first brought this into the world. You would prefer not to see it any closer. So, very scary monster. We are fortunately immune to fear, so that's good. It's very quick and erratic, so it's like a bat. Unintelligent. It can induce hallucinations. Again, we are immune, or resistant, I should say. So this guy shouldn't be a huge problem. Maybe its erratic movement will, but I think we'll be alright against him, and there's some nice experience to be had. Yeah, already dead, so darting horror, not something to care, but we we do have to care about this guy, the young fire drake. Really scary breath attack. I kinda dread thinking about facing a large fire dragon soon. Like, what? Ancalagon the Black comes to mind. Hopefully we'll manage to dodge the guy. Thankfully the big dragons, they don't really deign to pursue you. So we might just leave when seeing them. Another great axe, of course. No battle axes for us. And regular cheap warhammer. That's not nice horde there, guy. Drake. Yeah, I think we can start fighting here. Maybe the dragon will breathe and kill this Kamen Rauko for us. Let's see. No, it closes on us. So I will move back 1 square to the corridor just to be able to escape if something bad happens. I do have my mask on. If this guy starts to damage us like hell, I will maybe chuck elemental resistance, but let us see. Okay, so Kamen Rauko got hit nicely there. I will now switch to attacking the young dragon though. 17, nice. And he breathed at us but didn't do much, thankfully. Another nice hit, alrighty. We're doing this, guys. Last time we fought the young dragon, we had like plus 15 attack. Now we've got plus 19, so it's much better, much easier to hit. Another 19, man, we're destroying it. Although I will not get too cocky, I will start singing just in case. And it's fleeing now, alright. I'm not sure how far I want to pursue it. One more hit? Yeah, there we go. Stop singing, mate. You've done it. Yeah, because he went to the dead end there. Very nice fight. Alright. Although the big dragon is coming. This looks like a little vault thingy here with these double doors. I think there's might be a lair of the big one. There's a forge! Perfect! I knew it. And the 4 uses forge as well. Alrighty. We got there, boys. Although it is guarded by this vampire. Let's read the description again. A nightmarish bat-like form the size of a man coming towards you. Alright. It's quick. It's got, this reduced strength and con attack that we've talked about. But a measly 1d4 protection, so, and low, kind of low health. So if we manage to damage it, I think we're golden. But I will switch to these new Greaves of Naugrim that we've got. It will lower our protection probably and lower our evasion. Yeah, but I don't want my strength drained, guys. So I'm going for a safety route here. And let's lure it to the corridor. Because yeah, there's more stuff over there. There it is. Alright, let's fight it out. Let's see. Hits us for 0, so our protection holds. Hits us for 4. And you see, you feel weak for a moment, but it passes. You feel sickly for a moment, but it passes. So it wanted to drain both of our stats. But I think, thanks to these Greaves that we've got, we managed to resist. Wow, I'm happy now. That's good. And we also, scouted the area with the wand. Then we went to the east, found these boots that helped us in this situation. We know what was coming. Man, everything is falling into place on this floor, so I enjoy it. Let's continue fighting it. Yeah, it's hard to get through its defenses, but we just really need 1 or 2 good hits. There's 1 hit, another one. There it is. Alrighty. Beautiful. Can swap back to our regular Greaves. $8 to 29 protection. Well, hopefully we'll be able to fix that with this forge. And go above 30 again. Boots of the softest thread. Well, we are dwarf, we don't thread softly. Is there a door here? Yeah, it's closed, good. Let's close these doors. Alright, and we've got this forge all to ourselves now. There's a Staff of Freedom. Alrighty, so let's do this, guys. We've got our grace already buffed by 1, thanks to this Dragon Tooth Amulet, so it's good. We also have this Gloves of Cerebrimbor already equipped, but I will have a quick look at them again. It grants you the ability Expertise. So what Expertise is, it doesn't drain my stats when I craft something that otherwise would. Oh no, I just saw that our min depth went to 900. Man, the game is forcing us to get to Morgoth. Soon enough, soon enough. But yeah, let's see what is Expertise then. Yeah, negates all costs. So stat cost, experience cost, that's very good. That's very good. So we'll be using that. So yeah, is there any way we can buff our grace further? I don't think so. No. Well, we could quaff potions of grace, but I still don't know how these potions work with forging. Because I'm not sure if you just have to begin the forging process with the Potion of Grace to be able to craft a better item, but then if the duration of the potion runs out, you stop forging, or only if you get interrupted. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I'm willing to test it right now, so deep, you know, in the dungeon. It's probably better to test if you manage to find the Potion of Grace at the early floors, just in case you waste them. It's not a huge deal. You can always restart your run and stuff, you know. Although, will I need Grace for anything else? Well, for the final room, Potion of Grace are kind of nice because they give you more voice for stanching. But yeah, let's not prolong this. Let's see what we can craft. So, sorry. For sure, we want to craft this this Army of Constitution, right? And equip it, because it's much better than the Amulet of Grace, I think. And then we wanted to, so we need 16. We need 16 smithing for that. So let's pump it up to 16. Okay, so we covered there. Then we want to craft better greaves, right? Because we can keep the greaves of Nogrod. We will be swapping to them if we need to, like in this fight just now. But we won't probably be having them equipped all the time. Although let's have a look how difficult it would be to craft our own greaves of Nogrod. I could make a new ones that are slightly better, have slightly better protection than these ones that we found. 1d3 instead of 1d2, and we can make them heavier, so you know we get more there. How heavy we can make them? We can make it 11 pounds, which is nice, with 16. We have to go all the way up to 18 to make them even heavier. But let's see if we can. Let's reset it, and let's see how big of a investment it takes to make them have evasion 18. Yeah, we won't be able to make them with higher evasion, unfortunately. What about mithril boots? Mithril greaves. You can make them of Nogrod as well. Yeah, we could make a nice +0 1d3 greaves of Nogrod with 16 skill, but it will take all of our mithril to do that. 3.5 pounds we have of mithril. I'm not sure if it's worth it, because I really want this Fanorial lamp. And it takes 1 pound of mithril to make it. Yeah, so we won't be making the mithril greaves of Nogrod, unfortunately. But I think we were thinking about something else to craft out of mithril. I think there was gauntlets. Let's see. Mithril gauntlets. Yeah, we could make a mithril gauntlets of Laurelin, which will give us better healing, which is nice. Parry with swordplay doesn't do anything, unfortunately. And of might, we don't have enough smithing skill. Laurelin is nice, you know. Suddenly the orcish liquor potions turn into proper potions. Plus we are resistant to stun that they do, so we'll have a lot of healing if we do that. Let's see if we don't enchant them in any way, just pump the numbers up. So yeah, we could make +1, 1d2 regular Mithler gauntlets. Well, much better than the ones we've got now, of course, but at the same time, I'm not sure how useful that is. Well, it is useful, but it was better to have bigger healing or +1 to evasion. That's debatable. Probably better healing, to be honest with you. Unfortunately, we cannot forge a Mithril battle axe, which is kind of disappointing, because you can forge a Mithril sword. Why not axe? I'm sure Mithril is as flexible. You can craft anything out of it, right? If you can craft greaves, surely you can craft an axe. Unfortunately, it's not an option, and we already got the best axe that we can have. Although we can craft a heavier one. No, it's also only 6 pounds. Because every pound of weight on your weapon gives you another damage if you are strong enough. So if you could have a battle axe of the weight of 7, that would be something. That would be an improvement, but we can't even do that. Can we enchant a? Can we enchant an axe? Let's reset this window. Battle axe enchant. Alright, of Doriath. So wolves and spiders. Well, there are a couple of big wolves at the end of the game. Maybe a spider or two. Yeah, there are these ancient spiders, so that might be good against them. Final rest is kind of nice against raids and stuff. We could brand our axe with flame. I'm not sure how much damage it adds, to be honest with you. And you'll have to have 18 smithing skill to make a battle axe of Tangorodrim to raise our constitution. And it also makes it hit better. Oh, that might be an option, guys. That might actually be an option. If we can make it slightly heavier, because we will be trading 1 attack point, which we already got high of 19, so we'll go from 19 to 18, so it's not that big of a nerf. And damage will stay the same, thanks to the enchantment, and we'll get 1 constitution. That'll actually be nice. But unfortunately, we cannot increase weight. Oh, we can! Yeah, sorry, we can. We can increase it to 5, which is perfect, because we will go to 5 strength soon. But we will need 18 smithing for that. Man, we will pump our constitution to heaven. I kind of like that now. Okay. That's very, very nice, man. Let's have a look. I think we can go to 18. Yeah, we can. Man, I think I'm gonna go for it. This forge gives us +2 constitution with an Ami and the axe. Nice. Yeah, let's go for it. 18, baby. Alright, so we know we're crafting the Army of Constitution, we're crafting Phanorian Lamp, and we're crafting the Axe. And the third one might be better Greaves then. Let's see what kind of Greaves we can... Oh, or the Hauberk actually. Because the Hauberk got damage as well, right? -1, -4, 2d4. -1, -4, 2d4. And we could make it -1, -3 to d5. Alright, so not only we can boost our evasion by 1 point, we can also boost our protection by 2 points actually, because it's 2 dices, right? So it's very nice. What about the better Greaves? We've got +0, 1d2. Oh, and we can still enchant it as well. Yeah, of course. Oh yeah, the Greaves of the Iron Hills, so we're not being tossed around by the cats. We cannot, you know, we can stay fast against our enemies. So let's see if we made Greaves of Iron Hills. Oh, I think we're gonna go for it, man. We could make very heavy +0, 1d3 Greaves that let us stand fast against our foes. That's another option. What about another set of gloves? Because really, you know, not sure what else can swap places with you other than cats. Because cats at this point are not that dangerous, you know? We're dealing nicely with them. But what if we crafted... man, we can increase our constitution even further with these iron fists. But decreases our dex by 1. So we'll go -1 dex, so it's harder to hit stuff. So it's probably +2 constitution out of this 4 is probably enough. I don't think we need +3. If it didn't have this dexterity penalty, I would go for it, but oh man. But yeah, what if we wanted to craft better gloves of Ladros? Yeah, we could make +0, 1d2 gloves of Ladros. So we'll have permanent, nice permanent gloves there. We will lose the attack penalty there. So if we craft, so we've got 3 options basically. Either we craft a better Hauberk, which will give us +1 evasion and +2 protection, so make us better defenses. We could craft this new Gauntlets of Ladros, which will give us better attack. Or we can craft these Greaves of Iron Hills or whatever, stand fast against our enemies and get us a little bit of protection better. It is hard, man. Our attack is not too shabby. Plus we are not wearing these Gauntlets of Ladros all the time. Well, we will probably, because these gloves of Celebrimbor are meh. We also lose protection thanks to them because, oh yeah, we want to craft better mask as well. Man, we need more than 4 charges of this Forge. Man, maybe it's better to go for the mask instead, or better dwarven mask. Let's see the mask. Man, so many things to craft. We don't really need brilliance because the Fëanoriel lamp will light everything around us. We could improve our will, but only by 1, and we already got resistance to fear. True sight, it's probably worth it, although Fëanoriel lamp should do a good job with invisible creatures, plus I think we already we are already resistant to blindness thanks to our indomitable trait, right? No, fear, confusion, stunning, and hallucination. All right, so that kind is still kind of useful. A true sight, and we actually do have this great helm of true sight. So if we crafted the mask, we will free inventory slot, which is not meaningless, because we will have to be able to carry this amulet that we craft. Because Fëanoriel lamp we'll be able to carry because we'll drop this lantern of brightness, and the other thing, which I'm of course forgetting right now. Yeah, and we also need rings, man. We need rings of cold. Man, so many things we need. Let's see the dwarven mask of true sight. So we can make it quite heavy, 11 pounds. So same as this mask we carry now. So that will ensure that we have more armor than necessary. Yeah, but at the same time, I want to use the mithril I will get, right? Because I will use 1 pound for the lamp, and I will have 2.5 pounds of mithril left. Unfortunately, I cannot craft a mithril dwarven mask for some reason as well. Maybe dwarves don't like mithril because you cannot craft mithril mask, you cannot craft mithril axe. That's usually associated with dwarves, right? But dwarves love mithril, so maybe they don't possess a skill big enough to make such weapons and masks with mithril. But why wouldn't a dwarf be able to craft a mithril mask? It's beyond me, to be honest with you. I think it's a slight oversight, probably a rare one from the developers. So what about the mithril helm then? Can we make it 2.5 pounds? We can. Okay. So we can forge a mithril helm of true sight as well. Okay. Well, we will lose protection from fire from it, and we kind of need it, because we don't have any other protection from fire. We don't have any rings of cold and stuff. Man, this is so hard. Sorry if it bores you to hell, guys, but it's kind of very important decisions here. Lordy Lord. Yeah, so we could make a nice mithril helm of true sight, but we're only getting what? +1 evasion from that. So it's not that, Yeah, the mithril, it might not be worth it, actually, the mithril. Because it is a numbo with our protection skill as well. Because, we will be trading 11 points of 11 pounds to 2.5. So we will lose protection, actually. So, you know what? I think I'll go with the mask. So I will go with the Amulet of Constitution. I will go with the Battle Axe of Constitution, Phanorial Lamp, and the Dwarven Mask. Yeah, this is what I want to do. Alright. So we decided, so I guess we can go for it now. Finally. And I guess we'll have to hope for another forge to craft other things then. So let's start with the end, with the mask. Dwarven Mask of True Sight. Increase evasion bonus. And increase weight as much as we can. Okay. So only a slightly better mask than we've got now, but we maintain our fire resistance. We can wear it all the time because it's True Sight. You can drop this helmet then, create a space. Yeah, I think it's worth it. Okay, let's go for it. We don't have to preserve turns for the light because we're gonna craft for another lamp. You know what? Sorry, but let's start with the lamp instead because I think it's a good thing to have first, so our radius is high. We can see what monsters come to us. It will increase the radius. So if something shows up in the door here, I'll be able to see it sooner and react accordingly. So let's melt this greatsword first. Are you sure you wish to melt this item? Yes. Okay, we melted the mithril. Now we can use the mithril to create the lamp. Phanorial lamp. Oh, we can even enchant it. Man, I didn't think about it. We can make this a Phanorial lamp of True Sight, and it saves our. We can make our Dwarven mask better thanks to that. All right. Or we can make it of brightness and make it. Yeah, I think I'll go for that instead. We'll make it even brighter, and that'll fully. What's the word there? Make it so our shadow cloak is, it's not dimming our Phanorial light anymore. Beautiful, man. I love it. Any numbers you can tweak on that? No. Okay, 1 pound of mithril, 80 turns. Let's go. Let the crafting begin. Phanorial lamp of brightness. All right. Beautiful item. Let's drop this useless now brass lantern. Let's equip. Look at that, man. The whole room. Lovely. All right, let's continue. Let's forge the battle axe of Naugrim. We won't be able to score critical hits with it, but to be honest with you, it's not that big of a deal because, it will be so heavy that the chance of critical hits at this stage are very small. Every monster has like plus 20 plus evasion, so I don't mind. And our constitution is really important, so very happy to be able to craft this. And increase the weight to 5, so we can fully use our soon-to-be 5 strength. Beautiful. A battle axe of Naugrim. It increases your constitution and does extra damage when wielded with both hands, which will not happen probably, hopefully. Okay. Beautiful. So let's drop the axe that we've been wearing for the most of the playthrough. Thank you very much, battle axe -2. You've been great. But I much rather have +1 constitution. Farewell. And let's wield this bad boy. 7 con now. And now we will be buffing our constitution even higher with this beautiful Ami of constitution. If you wanted it to be +2 constitution, it takes a skill of 33. That's crazy. But I'm glad that it's possible, you know. If you go, I'm not sure there is enough experience in the game to be able to pump your smithing to 33. Alrighty. Perfect. So let's try to, we cannot really unequip the Army of Grace, but we can drop, after we drop this helmet of True Sight that we don't need anymore, we can do that, but I will wait a sec, because something might come through the door, and I want True Sight for that, and my protection from the helm. So what I will do for now is I will just drop, I'm not sure what, this Mortal Herb of Restoration, I guess, just for a sec. So I'm able to unequip the Amulet of Grace and instead equip the sweet Golden Army of Constitution. And we've got 85 HP, guys. That's beautiful. It's beautiful. Alright, 1 craft left. And it's gonna be our Dwarven Mask. Of True Sight, because we went with brightness on the Phalanorial lamp. Oh no, sorry, my mistake. We went back to a 17 skill because the grace is actually important. So, never mind. Let's swap quickly one last time to the Army of Grace. Because we want to craft this this Dwarven Mask as heavy as possible. Actually, let's see other enchant options for the helm, just in case, just to be extra careful here. You can also make it clarity, but all of these we already resist, and of terror. Resistance to, it causes you to panic. Now it's cursed, so yeah, True Sight it is. Evasion and increase weight to the maximum possible. There it is, 11 pounds, perfect. Accept. Beautiful, and we managed to craft all that uninterrupted as well. That's lovely. So we can drop our Helmet of True Sight now. And we can drop the other mask that we have as inferior. And we can wear this new mask instead. Alrighty. Let's grab this Herb of Restoration again. And now let's bask in the glory after equipping the Army of Constitution of our 8 Constitution, soon to be 5 Strength juggernaut of a dwarf. Beautiful, man. We've got 76 pounds, so we're getting nice bonus still from the armor skill. Yeah, and we're back to 30. Back to 30 protection. And if we ever get another, lucky enough to get another forge, we'll boost that up. But good to see 3 here at the front. Alrighty, let's double check on the ground if we haven't left anything important there. Brass Lantern of Brightness we don't need. Old Mask we don't need. Old Axe, thank you very much. Great Helm we don't need. Staff of Freedom. That we could probably carry. Although we've got this ring of freedom, we've got these gloves of freedom, and we've got a shovel to clear rubble, so I don't think it's necessary. It can also open stuck doors if we need to, but we will have strength of 5, so we can probably break through every door in the game. And the boots of softest trade that we don't need. Alright. And we are able to carry actually these 25 pieces of mithril on us still. So if we ever manage to get more mithril, then we can craft something, you know, heavier with that. Although I'll probably be dropping the mithril eventually. But yeah, guys. That's Barim for you, a new and improved Barim. I'm very happy about how this turned out in this episode. I didn't manage to get any further deep this time around because of all this crafting. It took a lot of time. Sorry if I was unnecessarily overly thorough about this process, but I wanted to be sure that I'm crafting the best possible stuff, although there's still a lot of room of improvement for the equipment that we have, mostly greaves and gloves, but we'll get there, hopefully. There's another forge waiting for us downstairs, or probably I don't think multiple forges can spawn on the same floor, but you never know. So yeah, we'll be continuing exploring this floor next time around. Thank you very much for watching, sticking around. All the best, guys. Bye bye.